Hi, this is Nick J back from Success Luminary. Now, in this video, I'm gonna basically show you how to put images onto a blog. Now, these images I want to put on, normally you would just upload them from the blog's interface by adding a picture, which is simple enough because, let's see. So normally you just go to import media, or when you're creating a blog post, let's say if we were editing this one, we would basically just press add media and then the picture would appear in the blog post. But what we're wanting to do is is to have these images on the home page in these widgets area. So you can't actually do it that way for the post because these areas don't really exist. They're just reference which you'd click on and you'd manually go to the posts. So these widgets don't really exist. So you can't do it in a traditional way. So you have to put code in order to make the images come up. So basically, what I've done is I've uploaded the pictures, and this is where they're going to. So I need to basically build. What I'm going to do is have one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. Right, okay. So first things first. Right, I need that. Let's see, where's my... Alright, let me just pause this whilst I find this folder. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to open an old-fashioned website editor. This is the old-fashioned way of creating web pages, and it's something I used to use. It's called MVU. You can just do a Google search on MVU, and it basically, all it does is it gives me the facility to play with the code. It just works as a normal editor where you type, resize, and then you can add an image. But what's good about MVU is that you can get to the source, and that's the code. So we'll design it here where we can see it, then we'll flick to here, and then we'll copy that, and it's that we'll put into the web page. Otherwise it could get quite tricky not having this. So let's just make it a little bit bigger. Right, okay. So probably the easiest way to do this is to, where are we? Let's go to here. Like I say, I've uploaded all these already. So the first one is going to be, no, that's probably not going to be the first one. Right. Into this. Go to here. Here. Buttons. Right, okay, so we're going to need this lot. So the first one is going to be this one. This should oh, that's the one I wanted. Right, that works anyway. So I'm going to just grab that. That's from the internet. I'm going to go to image. You need to click that off. I'm going to paste that in there, and as soon as you can see the picture, you know that you're good to go. And I'm going to make a one space. What do I want next? Target and motivation. This is just so I don't have to manually go looking for these different, where these different pictures are. I'm just cheating here. Paste that in there. There we go. Then put that in there. Paste. Don't want that. Okay, so let's. We don't need to save it at this point, so we want to go to source. We want to get it from HTML to HTML. Copy. Then you want to go to widgets, appearance widgets. Now I want this to appear here, so that's going to be first middle. Right, so I need another text file down the bottom there. Not going to call it anything for the moment. Paste. Right, I'm just going to do this like this because I don't know. I can't remember whether the first time I done it, whether I had to make these images a little bit smaller because they were too wide for the. So we want to refresh that. Right, okay. So that's a little too wide, obviously, because it's going into the other side. So what we can do is we can either navigate to here, and then we can change the size in here, go down to the sizes, or we can go down to here, change it here, just type in the numbers, or go back to normal and just make it the same. Go to image, actual size, custom size, so it was width. So let's make it 2. Let's take off 100. Right. That's probably a bit small. So let's take off about, let's make it 8. Let's get it about there, so that's about 280, and we'll do the same here. Go to dimension, 280. We've got a bit of a gap there. I'm going to close that. Oh, maybe not. Let's just try. That's because it's on big writing. So you can change that. If I just do that, then press this to go down, and then get rid of that. Oh no. Right, let's just try it like that, just for the purpose of this. I would fiddle with that if I wanted that gap to be smaller, but for the purpose of this video, if it looks really crap, then I'll pause the video and sort it out. Right. Paste, save, and then refresh. Right. Okay. That doesn't look too bad. Okay. What I would do if I wasn't entirely happy with that, I may, like I say, create a smaller gap here, and I may drop that down a little bit. And then copy. And you just keep going really until you're kind of happy with it. Paste. Save. Refresh. Right, okay. That's alright. And you can always put some writing in the top here as well if you want to, like click on the links below or something like that. Just put a bit of text along here. Okay, so the last thing I'll show you is, because I'm not going to bore you doing the whole thing, if I wanted these to be clickable, then I would just go to let's say I wanted it to go to here, say for instance, then all I would do is click on that, hit this chain logo, put that in there like that, press that, and now that is clickable and will work like a clickable link. So I'm gonna pause it and I'm gonna do the rest, and then that'll be about it. Okay, so there you go, these are clickable. So the next one, and if you do it exactly how I'm doing it, you'll I'm kind of showing you how to cut corners, because we've already set the which one do I want now? Control. Right, I'll do these two because we've already got the location to the main images folder on the internet, so all we need to do is just change this end out. We've already set the size and the formatting, the spaces and the linking between these two, so all we need to do is go into here, get the next URL and swap this out, and the same with this one, and then we should be ready to then put the next bit of code on. So the next one we want is exercise routine. Oh, actually no, weight control. So I can go to here, click on that, go to images. The link is already in there, remember. I just need to go to the end. And we can see that's changed. The size should still be this. Oh no, I think the size is moved. We'll soon see. Note the size has stayed the same. So then we do the same here. We go to here. Then we want exercise routine. Rename. Copy. Go to the end. Should be the last bit after images. Paste. There we go. Right, the link should still be the same. Yeah. Excellent. So then all we need to do is copy that. So this saves you. The other way to do it would be to, for each one, to then start a new page and bring the two images in again. Then you've got to put them in exactly the same position, exactly the same width apart, blah de blah de blah de. So it's quicker to do it this way. We want to go to widgets, close that one. So that one was middle 1, this one wants to be middle 2. Get out the bottom, get a text folder, stick that in there, paste that into there, save. There we go. So that's linkable as well. You can see if I press that, goes to there. It's not going to go there. Obviously, it would go to the corresponding page, but and the same with that one. Right. So now we want to do the last one, which is towards the end. paste, and then that one. Last one. I mean, I probably could type these in rather than copying and pasting them, but one, I don't like typing, and two, these are exact to what is being uploaded. What the files are called on the internet are exact to the files here. So if I sort of write and don't leave a space, or use not use capitals, it's not going to show up. Right, okay. Source. And that's usually what will happen. If it doesn't show up, it's because either you've if it doesn't show up, it's because you've misspelt this, or you've knocked something off, like maybe you've knocked off the forward slash or the S off the folder that it's in, or something like that. Source. Copy. Close that one. Move on. Third one. More text. Oops. So even though I've set this site up already, really I should have had a bit of a little bit of rehearsal, which I didn't do. So that's why the video is so long, because I've been getting to know the system again whilst I've actually been talking and showing you how to do it as well. Right, so that's it. That's what I wanted to do for this particular video. And you know, I could always play about a bit if I wanted to put a title. Test. Let's just say test. If I wanted to put a title, I could put a certain amount of words here, and then the same on the other one, which I'd done before, and then they would appear. They would appear here. Obviously, if I put a big long sentence, it's going to disappear behind this one here. So you have to kind of guess it, and kind of guess how many words you can get in before it disappears. And you can get a whole sentence going all the way across, or looking as if it's going all the way across. But if you don't like that typeface, you can always just go down to here, and then, you know, type something in here, and then sort of make it bigger, change the font, change the color, yada yada, and then that will kind of come up about here. This will drop a little bit and it will come up about here. I'm probably going to do that. Okay, that's all I wanted to show you on this particular video. That's dropped down a bit, but obviously if you were to put text along all of them, they'd all drop down level. Okay, that's it. Sorry for the video being quite so long. Feel free to click on the link below this video so you can see what else I'm up to, and I shall see you on another not quite as long video. See ya.